Managing Director of Kotak AMC joins us. Let's take our conversation forward. Nilesh Bhai, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Nikunj Bhai.
It is indeed a good morning for all of us in India.
Undoubtedly, Nikunj Bhai, as an Indian, you feel happy that we have responded to terrorist act of Pakistan. Hopefully, they will learn the lesson and stay away from such activities.
Nilesh Bhai, let's address the market here. From a market standpoint, is this event risk behind us? Do you think markets are now breathing a sigh of relief? Because if I look at the market right now, there's hardly any nervousness. And the big departure between the earlier attacks and now is that the earlier two attacks actually injected nervousness and volatility in the market. And today markets have ignored what's happened on the geopolitical front.
A couple of factors. One, globally, most countries bearing some exceptional are supporting India. I read a WhatsApp message. I don't know how reliable it is, but apparently US has warned Pakistan, don't even think of retaliation. So market in its collective wisdom is pricing that this will not be escalated. This will be a limited conflict. Second, there is a flow-driven market. On ET now, several times I had mentioned that subah ka bhula, sham ko ghar laut aayega. This was in the context of FPIs. But ye to dopar ko hi ghar laut aaye. It is a flow-driven market. Their buying, along with domestic flows, has pulled market up. Obviously, flows can overcome events. The third and more important, in my opinion, is Indo-UK FTA. This opens up UK export market for Indian companies. It's a very well-structured deal. And maybe market is ignoring noise based on flows and the fundamentals like Indo-UK FTA.
Break the FTA news for us, Nilesh Bhai. I mean, technically, could this be an indicator of which way the final negotiations with US would also move?
Nikunj Bhai, it's always difficult to predict US policies in current circumstances. And probably with UK, we have been negotiating for long. And the contours of deals between UK, US, as well as EU could be different. But undoubtedly, they are realizing India is a win-win combination. Imagine if US had brought all the software from China. By now, they had carried huge cybersecurity risk. But since softwares were returned in India, they don't have to worry about bugs, virus, cyber risk, and so on and so forth. The contours will be different. So I will say, let's try to create a win-win situation like Indo-UK FTA rather than one-sided equation which US-China relationship is showing right now.
I distinctly remember we had a very engaging conversation on the day tariffs were announced. And it appeared that the world was falling apart. But touch wood, equity markets have ignored all the tariff concerns, so much so that US markets have retraced all their so-called tariff losses. While the tariff deals have not been stitched, Nilesh Bhai, the markets, at least equity markets, have ignored the concerns. Why is that?
So again, mostly it is FPI flows. We never would have expected that in the event of conflict with Pakistan, FPIs will turn aggressive buyers. While selling, they didn't hide their side. While buying also, they are not hiding their side. And hence, even limited amount of buying is creating material price impact. The second factor could be results season so far. Now, Nikunj Bhai, you very well know good results come first, bad results comes a little later. Keeping that in mind, notwithstanding that, about 100 odd companies which have declared results so far, it has come ahead of expectation. There are some companies where results are below expectation, but collectively, the entire group of 100 plus companies have delivered results which are ahead of expectation. We should be hitting 1050, 1060, Nifty 50 EPS for March 25 year. This is a good base. The earnings are coming little ahead of expectation. Flows have become stronger with FPI's return. Supply has been restricted. No new IPO, QIP, OFS is right now coming to the market. Put together, it is pulling the prices up.
Nilesh, so good having you today on the show with your opinion. And so far, we are seeing a little bit of stability in the market.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.